Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and I'm so glad to have you joining me today. In today's video, we are going to be deep cleaning my front porch, weeding my garden beds, and getting everything looking beautiful for spring. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting off today by taking these pine trees, these faux pine trees that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and bringing them downstairs to the basement. I did pick those up this last December, maybe November, and I thought they were perfect here on my porch. I did have some Christmas lights in them, but they have kind of lived out here just to hold space until I was able to put actual greenery, so time for them to go away. Now I'm going to remove my two doormats and bring this one here in to wash. They are both from Amazon. I do have them linked in my Amazon store below, and you'll get to see that mat that I just brought in, the checkered mat. It looks so beautiful when it's clean. And these pots here, these basket pots, are from Walmart last season, but they do have something very, very similar and for only $15 this year. This poof here is from Amazon. I'm just checking for spiders before I pick it up. And now we're gonna go ahead and get this porch clean. Now I love to power wash my porch. It is a quick and easy way to make it look super clean and refreshed. There's nothing like a power washer. I also wanted to take a second to power wash the siding here on my front porch. And I did also just gently wash my potting table because it had been sitting in the garage and it definitely was covered in spider webs. Everything was covered in spider webs, but it's spring, it's that time of year. As you can see in the background, my grass is coming back in. My hydrangeas are in bloom. Well, they're budding anyway. They're definitely getting green again, and I'm so excited. All of my hostas are coming up, and I can't wait to see how everything's going to look this year. And I've got big plans for things that I want to add to our front yard. I will say our grass took a little bit of a hit. We had a little crabgrass infestation, and so we did have to use a pre-emergent to go ahead and kill all of that, and we'll be able to reseed here at the end of the month. Cannot wait to be able to reseed. We definitely have some pockets that need to be fixed, and you'll see those later on in the video, but I am happy to say that the rest of the good stuff is growing in and looking great. I think I mentioned in a previous video, Danny actually is putting in a sprinkler system, so it's not completely finished, so you'll see some tubes and everything over on the side that he still has to bury, but he has done such an incredible job with that. Our vinyl siding is by the company Certainteed. It's in the color Colonial White, and we chose board and batten for the front of the house. And I love how easy it is to clean. Just bring out the power washer, wash it down really quickly. It's super easy. I love that I can use command strips to hold things like bunting or garland or lights, and it's really easy to come off. I just love that. So I'm going to go ahead and take a second here to just power wash my porch, and this is also vinyl from the company Trex, and I'm not in love with the color. It is gray. I wish that we could have done something that was closer to a warmer color like wood. However, our builder picked this color. He bought it in bulk, so all of our houses in our cul-de-sac have this color. I don't hate it, but it is not my favorite, that is for sure. I'm not a gray person, but it is fine. We're going to warm it up this year with a rug, and I hope that that makes a big difference. So we're going to go ahead and get this clean. As you can see, it is really, really dirty. It had been raining for days, and my boys they were used to come in and out from the front door to the trampoline, and they are constantly going in and out to go play with the neighborhood friends, ride their bikes, get on their roller skates, that kind of stuff, and it just gets really, really dirty. So they have been using the back door now because we moved the trampoline, and they've also been going through the garage. So I'm hoping that helps and it keeps this clean for a little bit longer. So we're going to go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then we're going to move on to the walkway. A power washer is such a versatile cleaning tool. If you don't have one, I would definitely recommend looking into adding this to your household cleaning items. It is great for so many things. Obviously, it's great for this chore. It's also great for washing your car. It's great for cleaning your windows and your screens. There are so many things that you can do with the power washer. It's incredible. And I use this thing so many times throughout the year. I love it. I just think it's so incredibly useful, and it's also really great for cleaning like your driveway, your garage door, the floor in your garage. It's just such a great tool. So there usually you can find one for, pretty affordable, and it is a little bit more of an investment, but it's a good tool to have. So I'll try to find an affordable one that I can link for you down below. I think ours is a Ryobi. That's Danny's company of choice, and so that's what he got. I think he tries to stick with those. However, I'm sure there are other great options as well. It was so rainy and overcast this day and just had this constant drizzle. So if you watch on this side as I'm cleaning this side, this is the side of our porch that has our dryer vent. And so when I'm cleaning down on the bottom, it starts to look like it's smoking. It's not, it's just this condensation that's created because the dryer was going. So when the cold water was hitting all of the air coming out of the vent, it created this condensation, which is what you're seeing now. So I'm just kind of hosing off the side of the siding here on this porch as well, on this side of the porch as well, because there were a lot of spider webs, a lot of spider eggs that look like. It was like, oh God, we just got to get rid of all this stuff. So that's what I'm doing. And we're also going to be cleaning up all of the mess from the vent as well. But if you take a look at my hair, that is just drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. My hair was so wet from going, up and down off the stairs and all that stuff. But that's okay. I wanted to do this while it was rainy and wet, because that way when the next day when I went back in and decorated the front porch, I wouldn't have to get everything wet again. It was already wet. Might as well just do this, and then it would dry. Everything would dry and be ready the next day. So if you look back there in the corner, which is what I'm going to work on now, this is all stuff that comes out of the dryer vent. So I'm going to go ahead and get this off of here as well. This is one of the things about having the dryer vent on your front porch, is that it does, give lint and hair and that kind of stuff up here. So just going to clean this off. However, it does make your front porch smell amazing. So when I do have guests coming over, I always try to turn the dryer on with a dryer sheet to make the front porch smell so good. Such a great smell when you're walking up to the house. So luckily, my builder was able to just hide that little dryer vent off in the corner, and that is why our dryer is on the side that it is. So if you've ever wondered why I don't have my washer on the left side and my dryer on the right, This is why, because our vent is here on the front porch and I didn't want to have the vent right next to the front door. That would just not look very good. So that is why I've got my dryer closest to the garage door. It's okay. It's, it is what it is. I've gotten used to it now after living here for over a year, and it's really not that big of a deal. The power washer is also really great for cleaning cement, which you're going to see here. When we sold our house in Las Vegas, Danny spent a ton of time power washing our driveway. We had a tiny little driveway that literally only fit the cars, and it was perfectly fine. That's appropriate for what most people have for their driveways, not what we have now, but it really, really helped to get rid of any stains from the cars and made it look brand new. This is not going to be super obvious right now when I am cleaning this here, but when you see it tomorrow, when it's all dry, it will look totally clean and will make a really big difference. All right, it's day 2 of this front yard and porch makeover, and we are going to get started with weeding. You guys, this was like a 3-hour long project. Weeding took forever for a number of reasons. There were a ton of little tiny weeds to pull, weeds that did not want to come up. I had a ton of grass growing in both of my flower beds that I needed to clean up, and I wanted to get any of the leaves out that I could. I trimmed stuff back. Man, it was a long process, and my legs are very, very sore today from getting up and down, bending over. It's like I was doing tons of deadlifts. My hamstrings are killing me today, but it was a good workout. It was worth it. It was beautiful out. It was in the 50s. It was chilly. It was a little bit of overcast. So it was perfect. I cannot wait to see these flower beds this year. They are going to look so beautiful. Here is a look at how our flower beds looked last year. Absolutely beautiful. I did pull out any of our annuals that I had in the ground, but all of our perennials are coming back, which is so thrilling. All my hostas are starting to come up. I've got my hydrangea all coming back, as well as a cat's pajamas that I put down at the other corners. So lots of things that are coming back. Danny and I have big plans for the flower beds this year as well. I'd like to add another hydrangea super ball, and we're talking about adding in some more boxwoods. I just have a lot of really big plans. So as you can see, there's a lot of weeds that have just taken over. Now, Danny and I did put in these flower beds last year. We did all of this ourselves. And if you are interested in seeing how we did that and watching it come to life, I'll link those 2 videos for you down below. They're really, really great. Those are some of my favorite favorite videos I've ever done. I love working outside, and it's so satisfying to just come outside, sit on the front porch, and look at all of the work. Last night, I just kept coming out and looking at the front porch. It just looks so good. So I cannot wait for you to see that, but we're going to go ahead and get all of these weeds pulled out. Some of the ones I couldn't get out, like some of this grass, we're going to come back in and clean it up with the edger. Actually, Danny's going to do that for me with the weed whacker, the edger. But everything else I was able to pull out with my hands. And like I said, just trying to get any of the leaves that I could, and we'll get it all cleaned up and ready for new planting. I did do the other side as well. However, it was drizzling a lot at that point, so I couldn't have my camera out there with me because it was really wet. But I did the exact same thing that I'm doing here to this other side of the yard in the flower bed. I cut everything back that I needed to, pulled out any leaves. I pulled out all this grass that was starting to grow. And as you can see in this corner here, it's really patchy in the grass. That's where we had a lot of crabgrass, and we're going to have to patch that all up here soon. We put that pre-emergent down, so we can't do that right now, but we will. Just you wait. Now it's time for the fun part. It's time to decorate. I'm starting off over here where I have my rocking chairs. Now, these rocking chairs need to be repainted, as you can see, and I did just pick up the paint yesterday. I had intentions of doing that in this video, but I was exhausted, so that's going to be in an upcoming video. But I'm starting off with this beautiful rug that I picked up at TJ Maxx. I wanted to bring in as much warmth as I possibly could, so having a rug here for when Danny and I come out to enjoy our coffee was a must. This was something I wanted to do last year, but I didn't. I don't remember why. So glad I snagged that rug. It was only $25, such a great price for this beautiful rug. And now I'm bringing in our rocking chairs. These are just chairs I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. They're painted in the color Sherwin-Williams Tricorn Black. They just need to be retouched, and I will do that here in an upcoming video. The poof there is from Amazon. This pillow is from Walmart. It's from the Better Homes and Garden line. They do have it this year. I did just see it, and it's roughly $13. Such a great price. It is an outdoor pillow, so it does not get destroyed. And this blanket here, I did just recently pick up at Home Goods. I did show this in a recent Home Goods haul, and I think it was $24.99. It's beautiful. It's big. It's a little bit on the thicker side. And again, just wanted something that was going to warm up the space. When we sit out here in the morning and enjoy our coffee, Charlie loves to lay under the blanket on my lap. So having a blanket out here is a must. Moving over to the other side where I have my potting bench here that Danny built me, I'm going to start off with this water hyacinth basket that I picked up at Home Goods. And I also picked up this beautiful tin watering can from Walmart. It's from the Better Homes and Gardens line. So beautiful. And this is where I will hold my soil and fertilizer. For my front door, I'm starting off with this mat that I picked up at Amazon. It's this beautiful buffalo check. I love it. It's so pretty and warm. And I'm bringing in this woven doormat here, also from Amazon, which I find to be gorgeous. I think it looks good in all seasons. And again, I'll have those linked for you down below. These baskets, like I mentioned before, are from Walmart. I did not see these exact ones this year, but they do have similar ones. And I'm starting off by putting a large rock that I found in my yard. And I'm going to put these beautiful florals here already in a pot. I picked these bouquets up here from Walmart, and I'm leaving them in their original pot because nothing lasts forever in these basket pots here, so it's just easier for me to take them out when they're spent if I leave them already in the container. The sun has decided to join us now. I'm grabbing these little pots here also from Walmart, and I picked up these candy tuft flowers here from Walmart as well. I'm not potting them today because I was out of soil, but I will go back and pot them. I also picked up that adorable duck from Better Homes and Gardens. Thought it was so cute, and we're just going to use it there on the step. Moving over to these large containers here that I have on either side of my garage, I wanted to add in some color here. I think that I want to do some climbing roses in these pots here to go up and around my pergola. So I'm not really sure yet. I know that roses bring bees, but so does everything else. So I think that's what I want to do. I haven't fully decided. So in the meantime, I'm using these heather shrubs to just bring in a little bit of color. And I'm also going to use more of the candy tufts here in these pots. I don't think everything is going to stay here for very long. I'm really considering doing the climbing roses, but for now, this is what we're going to do so that I've got some color and some interest on either side of the garage. Now that we're done planting, I'm going to come back in and just give everything a really good drink, and then we'll be finished up. I'm so happy that I got this chore done. I have wanted to do this for so long. I have so many plans and ideas for what I want to do with the outside of my home. I just love working on my house. I love having a yard. I never had anything like this before. So it's just absolutely divine to have all these things. And here is the look at the front porch, all finished. I have those hanging planters there, also from Walmart. And I love the way this all turned out. It looks so pretty and fresh. I love the colors. It's so warm and inviting. I absolutely love how this space turned out. And I know it's only going to get better as everything fills in. I didn't replace all of my mulch yet because I have a lot of planting that I want to do. So once I do that, I'll replace all of this mulch with fresh black mulch and it'll look wonderful. But in the meantime, at least the front porch looks beautiful. And that brings us to the end of another video, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and I'd love to have you come back for more. So if you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button before you leave. I post 3 new videos every week, so hopefully I'll get to see you again. Take care, my friends.